So, it's a quick gas and go here in Qasim, and now we continue to Bahrain. Very good service, very fast here today. The fuel came right after landing, and yeah, I went now to the toilet, and maybe I can make it even under half an hour ground time. So now we continue.
And Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, request taxi.
Hey, Oscar Echo Uniform, taxi to holding point runway 15 at taxiway Alpha.
My Alpha holding point 15, Oscar Delta Hotel. Take slide is on. And here we go.
And with leaving Qasim here, welcome to the last video of this Oman DA40 ferry flight series. Very happy to see you here again. Thank you so much for coming back and for the interest in this ferry flight. As you have seen over the last few weeks, I flew this DA40 from Austria via Greece to Cyprus, Egypt, and now Saudi Arabia. And this one we continue to Bahrain and thereafter to Muscat, which will be the final country, but not the final destination, but more of that later. Since this one is going to be the last one, and a little bit longer one, I will keep the taxi time short here, so enjoy the last one, and here we go.
And I'm sorry that I turned on the camera so late, but I don't want them to overheat. So what you actually are always missing is like my departure briefing, all the checklists which I do before. I'm sorry for that, but I do this for you guys, that you can see the videos. Otherwise the cameras would be dead. Let's take slide off and parking brake is on. Let's do the before takeoff checklist. Okay, so
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, confirm ready for departure.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel is fully ready at holding point 15.
Okay, Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, service wind 120.03 knots, runway 15, clear for takeoff after airborne contact approach 119.15. Have a good day.
Cleared for takeoff runway 15 and after departure approach 119.150. Shukran and have a nice day, Oscar Delta Hotel.
And Oscar Echo Uniform Delta, if possible, reduce speed.
Yeah, I'm not so fast anyway. My maximum climb speed is 90 knots, so the Airbus will be gone. He did not
Okay, really, thank you.
He did not get that. Okay, landing taxi, pumped, flaps, pitot, brakes, the projector was clear, runway 15 is identified. And then we close this one. So, runway heading is checked, annunciator panel is checked, takeoff power. We start the timer and we set the takeoff power. So, takeoff power is set. And the engine instruments are checked. And with an airspeed 2 times, 50 cross checked. Is flying already. Rotate speed, positive rate, brakes, gear up. So I do heading mode, flat level change. I do already 88. Climb power. And speed checks. Flaps up. And autopilot on. And over to departure. Qasim approach, hello again, Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel runway heading passing 2700, climbing 5000.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, Qasim approach, identified passing 2700 feet. Report final level requested.
Final level requested is 1000, Oscar Delta Hotel.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel. Climb 11,000 feet, QNH 1003.
Climbing 11,000, QNH 1003, Oscar Delta Hotel. Good, so we're off again. Heading mode, autopilot, flat level change, 88 RT.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel. Passing 5,000 feet. Tail left direct position, Nagza, November Alpha, Gulf Sierra Alpha.
passing 5000, left turn direct Maxa, Shukran Oscar Delta Hotel. So, clamp check, flaps are up, fuel pump is off, clamp power is set and the landing and taxi light is off, clamp check is completed.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, report estimate time for arrival.
Stand by. My friend, so estimate at Bahrain is 1310. So I believe it will be, let's say 1250. And Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, estimate time for Bahrain is 1250.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, roger, estimate time for arrival 1250.
Copy, thanks. Yeah, let's see if I was correct, but I think this will be kind of correct, because we lose so much time in the climb, and then you can trust the calculation here. I don't know if you noticed, but the climb performance or the takeoff run also in this hot weather is very.
Uniform Delta Hotel, overhead position Nagza, radar service terminated. Apply TIPA procedure on 122.8. Remain clear of any dangerous, prohibited, restricted areas. For any assistance, Jeddah control on 13.3.
Overhead position Nagza, radar service is terminated and switching out to 122.8, and if I need assistance 134.3. Jeddah Oscar Delta Hotel.
Oscar Uniform Delta Hotel, report estimate time over Kilo Fox Alpha.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hoteling is estimating Kilo Foxtrot Alpha at time 1230.
Oscar Uniform Delta Hotel.
So, come on, 5000 left turn. And again, I deleted 20 minutes from the time here to get the approximately correct one, because if I tell him this time, I will be there 20 to half an hour earlier, and then he will be like, what? So yeah, 5000. Enter, Nagza, direct, enter, nav mode, GPS screen, autopilot, flight level change 88, altitude selected, we do a left turn to Nagza. Okay guys, I will check back with you in cruise or even in the descent to Bahrain. See you later.
As you can see, my calculation was really bad. I was only 1 hour off with the landing time, so lesson learned here. And then it was time to get over the real desert in Saudi Arabia. You really feel kind of small when you're flying over that amount of sand. And to be honest, when flying over there, you really hope that everything runs well in that aircraft. And again, you ask yourself the question, what are people doing down there? But now it's time for the descent into Bahrain.
Bahrain approach, Salam Alaikum, Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, 10,000 feet inbound Ladna, and information Zulu request descent.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, Bahrain approach satisfied. Stand by for descent. ISS 12 left information Zulu. KNH 995, maintain 10,000.
Maintaining 10,905, Oscar Delta Hotel. So, checklist, lane dot received, altimeters set, ComNav FMS is set for the ILS. Seatbelts are fastened. Just so we go upper.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, descend altitude 5,000 feet, level by Ladna orbit.
Descending 5,000 feet and level by Ladna, Oscar Delta Hotel. Fuel pump is on, landing and taxi light is on. So I hope he gives me a vector after Ladna, because then my flight plan is ending actually. Because I selected vectors to final.
Oscar Delta Hotel, vectors for the ILS 12 left, 35 miles from touchdown. Leave Ladna, heading 140.
Vectoring for the ILS and keep checking for Ladna, Oscar Delta Hotel.
Oscar Delta Hotel, confirm leave position Ladna, heading 140.
After position Ladna, heading 140, Oscar Delta Hotel.
Oscar Delta Hotel, descend altitude 3,000.
Descending 3,000, Oscar Delta Hotel.
Oscar Delta Hotel, are you able to establish on present heading?
Yes, positive, Oscar Delta Hotel.
Muscat Delta Hotel, present heading clear Dallas approach 12 left, report established on the localizer.
Present heading, clear to established, and we'll call you established on the localizer, Oscar Hotel. Vector to final, and we arm the approach, and we go into the heading mode. So localizer is armed, glide slope is armed, the localizer live, and captured. Right turn. Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel is established on the localizer.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, continue approach runway 12 left, standby for frequency change.
Continuing 12 left, Oscar Hotel. Still 16 miles out.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, descend altitude 2000 feet, clear Dallas approach runway 12 left.
Descending 2000, clear Dallas approach runway 12 left, Oscar Delta Hotel. So 2000 is set. Glide slope alive. Yes, approaching 2000.
Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, contact tower 118.5, مع السلامة.
Tower 185, Oscar Hotel, bye.
Bye.
Bahrain Tower, Assalamu alaikum, Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel, established on the localizer runway 12 left.
عليكم السلام Oscar Echo Uniform Delta Hotel Bahrain Tower, continue approach 12 left, VFR V22 just departed on heading 030, will be 4,000 feet and below.
Yeah, we'll look out for the traffic and continue approach runway 12 left, Oscar Hotel. What's a V22? Is that an Osprey?
Oscar Delta Hotel 10508 knots, runway 12 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 12 left, Oscar Delta Hotel. So, we will now capture the glide slope shortly. And glide slope captured, we're fully established on the ILS. So, missed approach altitude is 2500. So, speed is checked, flaps, takeoff. And speed is checked, flaps, landing. Autopilot off. Final check, flaps landing, final check completed.
Minimums.
Continue. So, looking outside. Power and on the aiming point. Thank you. Non-standard flaps up and fuel pump off.
Runway 12 left, QNH 995. Oscar Delta Hotel vacate Alpha 5 left Alpha.
Alpha 5 left Alpha, Oscar Delta Hotel.
So my actual plan was now to get fuel as fast as possible and to depart as fast as possible. But when you are at a big international airport, things do not often go as you plan it, if you're sitting in a small DA40. So first of all, as you can see here, I was just waiting for the citation which you see on the left hand side to get out of the ramp, that I can get into the ramp. And after waiting here, I also had to wait a bit longer than expected for the fuel truck. Plus there was also an issue with the flight plan, so we had to fix that too. But more of that later.
Good. So guys, finally reached my parking position. It's now 08. It was 10 minutes. Very good. And see you when we depart. Bye. Okay, welcome back guys. Don't ask why I'm sweating so much. It is freaking hot. Yeah, I should have taken off 15 minutes ago, but there was a small issue. But this is solved now. taking off now. So hope to arrive still on time in Muscat. Yeah, we will now fly a more northern routing, not a southern one. So as the routing looks, we're gonna fly straight over Dubai and Burj Khalifa. That's very cool. I tell you, I'm sweating so much. I know this is so gross, but yeah. So for everybody who's thinking, oh, this is so cool and always so nice and flying to so cool places and blah blah blah, this is also part of the job, you know. Sitting on an apron in under the wing basically, and waiting for an for a new flight plan to be acknowledged in 37 degrees in the sun, and with the humidity which is very high, and the shirt is completely wet. Yeah, this is also something
runway 12
we have to do. But yeah,
I kept that in because for me personally it's very important that you really see how it is. There are so many guys out there who are pretending how perfect their pilot job is, but no, not with me. I show you the real deal. So also if my shirt is really sweaty and I'm annoyed, you will see it. And with that we come to the next thing which happened here in Bahrain. When approaching the holding point, the US Air Force was doing traffic patterns with the Hercules. So that meant I had to wait here too for, let's call it, a little bit of time.
I'm dying, guys. I am dying. I'm literally dying. Come on. Why? I think it's the US Army.
Bahrain Tower.
They are doing
070 heavy, establish local runway 12
They are doing traffic patterns with the Hercules, with the C-130. Come on! I've been texting now for 20 minutes. Okay, this is taking forever now. This is ridiculous. What would I do without the aircon?
Oscar Delta Hotel ready in sequence?
Oscar Delta Hotel ready.
Oscar Delta Hotel behind the landing Charlie 130 on short final via Alpha 11 to left, line up and wait behind.
Behind the Hercules, lining up 12 left behind Oscar Delta Hotel. So, landing, taxi. Fuel pump brake release, transponder is checked. Flaps are takeover, projector is clear. Finally. So, pay the full runway, use the full runway, my friends. And this looks so cool. Come on. So runway heading is checked, and outside panel is checked. Just ready for the timer. There's traffic behind me. Nice.
Canberra 120 heavy, reduce to minimum approach speed, sir.
Just a minimum approach speed, Canberra 120.
Come on, Hercules, vacate.
Oscar Delta Hotel, I have traffic going 763 on 55 final. Wind is 0405 knots, runway 12 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 12 left, Oscar Delta Hotel. And let's go.
11, Black Wolf 11, Bahrain northbound guard. How do you reach this transmission?
Good, engine instruments are checked, airspeed is alive 2 times. .50 cross-checked. And rotate speed.
And finally I was off again, airborne from Bahrain and heading to Muscat. Flying out over the Persian Gulf, and then it was time for a beautiful sunset, which meant that it was getting dark. And flying single engine overhead water when it's dark, it's not the best feeling. But the cool thing was that all the oil rigs which were under me were so lit up, and they were kind of in a line, so it felt like that the oil rigs are leading my way to Dubai. And then finally in the darkness you can see the city of Dubai getting brighter and brighter. And that feeling was very good because I knew I did not have to fly over water again. And then overflying the city of Dubai really felt like a present. and after crossing a bit of Oman, it was finally time to land in Muscat. Which, by the way, looked very cool from the sky.
Oscar Echo, unit from Delta Hotel, wind 06015 knots, clear to land 08 left.
Clear to land 08 left, Oscar Echo, unit from Delta Hotel.
Minimums.
Continue. And now comes the fun part. Taxi at a big airport at night.
Indicate ready Yankee 5, continue right on Whiskey Romeo, Oscar Delta Hotel.
Yankee 5, Whiskey Romeo, hotel, and the rest you can tell me again.
Yes, I was very happy to be on ground. I think you can tell that from the last radio call. But the flight was not over here. I had to taxi all the way to the parking position at the very end of the other side of the airport, which was a bit annoying. But finally I came to the parking position, and then I got fuel, and then I was happy to get to the hotel for some food and well-deserved rest. I got my rest, and the next day was an easy one. In the morning I met the chief flight instructor from the flight school where the plane is going to at the airport in Muscat, and that meant I could finally relax a little bit. And why? Because he could fly the airplane from the right hand side. And that was also the reason why I did not film this leg. So we left Muscat Airport and flew to the new home base of the aircraft, which is now Zuhar in Oman. And with that landing, this trip is also completed. Next ferry flight done. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you're doing good. See you in the next one. Bye guys. Stop, don't turn off yet. If you want to know how the flight school looks from above, then watch this. And with that, I'm ending this ferry flight. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.